Hey everyone, if this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. It does help this channel grow. Please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Tourism. Come from Myram Tourism. Beg my pardon, it is hot here in California. So I have the fan on in case you hear something in the background. Sounds a little odd. It's the fan hitting me directly because it is just scorching here in the Central Valley here in California. But anyway, here we go with something a little different for the channel. But I felt like, you know what? I got a lot of people that watch this channel because of the horror on it. Here goes something that a lot of people may not know about, or you may know about. But when I heard about them, I ran to my local Walmart. Yes, you heard that. My local Walmart, and didn't find them the first time because they didn't have my size. They only had 2 pair left. But we went back 2 days later and they did a complete restock. So what I understand talking to employees is they have already done restock these things like 3 times at my Walmart. Okay, so tells me that they're going to keep stocking them all the way until probably the beginning of October. But just stay patient, folks, and if you're after these, you will find them eventually. They are retailing right now for $30, and they are the brand spanking new Friday the 13th tennis shoe. Yes, you heard that. Or sneaker, that some of us old timers would call them, sneakers. Here we go right here, folks. These are high tops. These are, I don't know if these are normal high tops or mid tops, whatever. You could be the judge of it. Kind of looks like a mid top to me. But yes, these are the Friday the 13th shoes. So we are going to start off from the very side right there. I'm going to try and show you these as best as I possibly can. Because these shoes are really, really cool. All right, I fell in love with them the first moment I seen them. Yes, you're thinking, but they're from Walmart. I'm not going to be cool because I'm wearing Walmart. It's that time of the season. So if you're hitting up a Halloween haunt, if you're hitting up like a Fright Fest for Six Flags, if you're hitting up a Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights, especially now with the Jason Universe house that's going to unleash the beast of all Jasons in there, these shoes would be fitting for you. And yes, they're only $30, folks. That you don't find shoes nowadays for $30, especially these. And I could clearly see why they are being sold out. All right, so you have the Friday the 13th logo that is etched in right there. That looks like it is just like imprinted in the shoe. It is not a paint, okay? This sucker is in the shoe. Has blood splattered all over, red that goes throughout. Picture of Jason Voorhees mask of his eyes right there off to the side. Little battle damage on the mask itself, and then you have that etching around also. So this is kind of like an embroidered. If that's a good way of putting it? Okay, and then these are leather shoes. They go all the way around, and they have the blood on the very front right here, so you can see the blood marks. They have blood all over these shoes. But one thing I absolutely love is the way that they mix the little circles right here, the ones that hold your laces. They are in there really good. So those buttons are built to last and they're not going to come out. And I also love the separate logo of Friday the 13th that goes across each shoe. Has these. Now what's really cool is on the tongue of these shoes they have the actual mask of Jason Voorhees, so along with the chevrons, and then right here they also have a chevron right here at the very front of the shoe. These are the red marks that are on Jason's mask, so it has a chevron there on the front of the shoe, breather holes, and these babies are comfy. I got wide feet, so they work for me. They actually are very comfortable for me, so I'm just saying for some of you that may have wide feet, these shoes work, okay? As far as wearing them for 8 or 10 hours, I have not yet done this, but I am saving them for this time of the season, for going to the haunts and looking good at the haunts and looking the part, and also going to Fright Fest, Six Flags, and Halloween Horror Nights. So these are going to work out perfectly for me. If not, I'll probably just change out the insoles on these and get a better insole, because the way this shoe looks, this shoe is incredible. So you're thinking that the whole bottom of the shoe was black. I was hoping it was going to be that. No, it is not black. It is just etched out in black right there around it, but it does say ground up on the bottom of these. These happen to be size 11. This is my size, so I had to go back and get it because they were sold out, and they go super fast. Along with this shoe, I believe that they also had, I think it might have been a Nightmare Before Christmas shoes. I might be mistaken, or Beetlejuice. It was one of the two, but they were also there with Jason. Okay, so I love the way that the laces are. The laces are really top notch. I like that. We're going to turn to the side, and at the end of this video, I'm going to give you an up close on these shoes, so that way you can see it all throughout. They got blood just splattered throughout. In case you're having trouble finding these, yeah, just keep checking back, folks. I like the way that it just looks, the blood splatter on the side. Yeah, this is just fantastic. I just love this shoe very much. And when you turn it over on the inside of the shoe, let's turn it over right there. On the inside of the shoe, okay, it does say, let's see here. Let me show you that. Can you see that? Friday the 13th on the inside of the shoe. Look at that. That is just amazing. For some of you that want that SKU, there you go. Hopefully you can get that SKU on there. And you can check your local Walmarts to get these. These shoes are completely amazing. Like I said, I fell in love with these shoes the moment that they came out. And yes, go on to my TikTok channel also. I did some videos on these shoes themselves. In case this video is not enough for you, maybe you can see something different in there. But let me give you an up close of this shoe, okay, so that way you can see it. Look at that. That's all etched in work. That is like kind of like embroidered in the shoe itself, all through the back, the way that these look. Jason right there, super nice. I'm not embarrassed to say it, especially with the price of things nowadays. I mean, I got Jordans. I wear Jordans on a daily, to be honest. I love the Jordan shoe. It's not the fact that I could afford them. I just have a lot of Jordans, and they fit me good because I have a wider foot on certain Jordans. I don't wear all of them. I only wear certain ones. And these ones fit me like that. So just in case you guys are wondering, look at this. This is super cool. I like the way that this looks. I like the fact that I know that they got to put breather holes for that way you don't get the stinky feet and stuff. But it does fit these shoes because it kind of looks like the little holes through the mask. So yeah, got it there. Yeah, these are super sweet. Show you the back of the shoe. What do you guys think, folks? When do you ever find shoes like this for $30? You can't even find like toddler shoes for 30 bucks anymore, let alone a Friday the 13th shoe. Don't hit up the scalpers on these. Just keep checking your local Walmart or check multiple Walmarts, and I'm sure that you will find them. Especially right now after watching this video, start hitting them up, because if not, they may be gone and they may not have a restock. I cannot predict what the future is for these shoes, folks, but like I said, if you are a huge fan of Friday the 13th, just like I am, and check out my TikTok videos also. I've been doing a lot of stuff on my Friday the 13th collection. I have been adding a lot of things to my glass case in my Friday the 13th collection. You guys should already know, if you're following the channel, Jason Voorhees is my favorite horror movie slasher of all time. Not saying that Michael ain't, and Freddy ain't, and Leatherface, which I absolutely love. I just have something in my heart for Jason. He kind of reminds me of Frankenstein, and kind of has, you know, he's just different. Just feels singled out. And I know growing up for me, kind of felt different, a little odd and singled out, you know, most of my life. So I could kind of, you know, I kind of feel like a battered and beaten up Jason a little bit, you know, where people just show him no love. You know, it's just one of those things. I hate to put it that way, but yeah. But anyway, let's get back to this shoe. Absolutely love this shoe. They are available now. Hit up your local Walmart, folks. Like, comment, subscribe, and from Moe's Tourism to yours, good night, everyone.